Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana, and in today's video I was testing out the Fenty Hydrating Foundation, and then I just did my eyes like this. Let's bat those lashes. And if you'd like to see how I did that, please keep on watching. So I'm back today and I'm going to be doing the Fenty Hydrating Foundation. I went to Sephora and I spent some dollars, multiple dollars, and I got the Fenty Hydrating Foundation in the shade 220. I'm not sure if it's my shade or not, but I guess we'll find out together. And it says it's a hydrating long wear foundation that delivers comfortable medium to full coverage and a natural finish, perfect to normal to dry skin. I don't have either of those, but we'll see how it goes. I do have some friends visiting right now. They're not paying rent, but can't really kick those out. So we're just gonna dive right into it. I've already prepped my skin in the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I just mix that all over my face. I have the mini one right now. I'm going to give this a little squish because it says that it's best maybe if you mix the tube or something. Let me see, please hold. It's best if you massage the tube and then pump and squeeze if you need to release the air. I'm going to tie this hair up and then we're gonna get started. Alright, so I'm going to place some of this onto my skin, directly on it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use, but you know, we're just gonna do this together. Oh gosh, I don't even think this is my color. Okay, I think I'm gonna do half of my face with a brush and then the other half with a sponge. So I'm just going to take my Jeffree Star JS1 brush and I'm going to mix this side of my face with a brush. That is definitely probably not my color, but that's okay. Okay, so far with the brush, it's not that bad of a finish, but I will need to put a little more to see. I'm just going to buff this out. This is, like it said, it's a very natural finish, so I do see that. I actually really like it so far. Okay, now I'm going to take the other side with my beauty sponge, and she's a little damp, so I'm going to do the other side with the sponge and see how the two sides compare. Of course I need more, so let's add more to our face. So comparing the two sides, I personally like the side with the sponge better. Doing it with a brush is not bad. I don't really notice any streaks with the brush I used with the foundation. I just think that it's a nicer finish with the sponge. So I guess that's just personal preference. And I'm going to mix in my whole face with the sponge to see how it all combines together. So I'm going to apply a little bit more to my problem areas, which are my cheeks. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit more on this side. On the chin where we have some visitors today. Okay, so basically just put more over my whole face. But I'm gonna blend everything now with a sponge. I do think it dries a little fast, so you have to kind of work fast for that. But I think her other foundation is the same way. I don't remember having used it in a while. That shade is my winter shade. So, okay, so far so good. I really like the coverage. It's nothing too cakey. It's that natural finish like it said it will be. It's very luminous on me, and maybe that's just because I prepped my face with multiple moisturizers before, and because it's hydrating, it's going to give that glow. So I'm just going to finish the rest of my face how I normally would, and I'm going to use the same shade of concealer as the foundation in 220. Okay, so I just put this on my problem areas, around my nose, my nostrils, and a little bit above my bridge of the nose. So I'm gonna blend this in really fast, and then we'll get going with the rest of the look. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 120 Light. I always use this for my under eyes, so I'm just going to give this a twist, get some product out of it, and apply it to my under eyes. Drag it down towards the nostrils and bring it up to that triangle. Give a little bit on the chin, above the cupid's bow, down the nose and the tip, and just a little bit in the center of the forehead. I'm going to let this sit a little bit, because when you let your concealer sit, you get more coverage. And that's what I want today. I want a little bit more coverage. So now we are going to blend in this concealer. She has sat there enough. It is $34. Let me check my receipt. Fenty Hydrating Foundation is $35. So she's $35, which is not that bad. We are going to blend this in some more. I have applied concealer to my under eyes, concealer to my face where I need to spot conceal, and the foundation. I'm going to go in with the matchstick from Fenty in the shade Mocha. I'm going to warm it up on my hand like so. She gets a little stiff, but we're going to warm her up just like that. We are going to hit it right above our cheekbones, so when you blend it out you don't drag it down too far. So I'm just going to hit it right where my hairline is, and I'm just tapping it on. I'm not dragging anything, just tapping it on. And the temples, the jaw, just drag it lightly. I bring it a little bit underneath here, obviously to hide all the cheeseburgers I ate. So I'm gonna bring it down my nose a little bit. I'm gonna bring it into my brow bone by the bridge of my nose. Okay, bring it at the tip. Okay, now that we have contoured our face, we are going to blend all of this out. Okay, and now we're going to blend out that contour on our nose, just ever so lightly tapping. Now we're going to blend out that contour that I put right by my eyebrow, and we're going to bring that in into the eye and into the eyebrow. Make sure those are all blended beautifully, so we don't want to look crazy. Now that I have contoured my face, I'm going to go in and set my face with some powder. So first I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in 2 medium. She looks like this. Here's the back. I don't know if that's going to, there we go. And we're just going to open her up. And we're gonna set our face with this powder. So I just put some of this on my sponge. I just dip it in like this, and I just apply it to my cheeks. Just dabbing it, and I'm gonna bring it up pretty much everywhere. But I'm going to avoid that contoured area, and I'm gonna go around it. I'm not gonna go directly on it. Now that I have set my face with some powder, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer in the shade Rock on World. It's broken, so this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to swirl my brush into this, tap off the excess. So I'm just going to put this right where I put that contour. I'm going to hit this around the forehead. Get it into the hairline. So now that I have applied the bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques makeup brush. I'm just going to blend this even more just to make it more seamless. And swirling it, circular motions, and then into the hairline. And it's okay if you're a little messy, because if you're going to bake, you're going to clean it up anyways, which is what I'm going to do. But if you're not going to bake, you may want to be a little bit more precise, because you know why. We're going to bake. I have a concoction of powder here. This is the Fenty powder. So I put the Fenty powder in here in the shade Banana. And it's also the Too Faced peach powder, the Perfect Peach Powder setting powder. I don't have it with me. My sister took it from me when I was on vacation and she has not returned it, and I never knew. So thank you, Tiff. Love you lots. So that's what's in here. It is the Fenty Beauty powder and the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This is what I'm going to use to bake. And I'm going to take my sponge, okay, and I'm just going to take this this flat side of it. I'm just going to dip into it generously, like a lot, tapping up a little bit. So I'm going to place this right by the tragus of the ear, and I'm just going to drag it down and make that cut. Drag down the powder to bake the area. Okay, so now that I have cut my contour and bronzer, I'm going to let this bake for about probably like 2 minutes. I don't let it bake that long, but I'm going to go in with some more powder, just about this much on the pointy side, and I'm going to lightly tap that right under my eyes and up my cheeks. Tap it by the side of the mouth to get those smile lines. Okay, so we're gonna let this bake now that I have finished setting the rest of my face. And then we're gonna dust this off, and then we're gonna get started on our eye look, and we'll be good to go. So now I'm going to get started on the eye look. I'm going to take that same Maybelline concealer in the shade 120 Light Pale, and I'm just going to place it generously on my eyelids. So we're going to give this a nice base. Okay, now I'm going to set my eyes a little bit because my eyes tend to crease, so I just go in with a little bit of powder, like that much, and I just put it on my lids. Okay, now we are going to dust off this bake before it gets over baked. So I'm taking my Jeffree Star brush. This is JS2, and we're just going to dust away this powder. Let's get our eye look going. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette first. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this one right here. It is called Danger. I think that is the perfect shade for like a base, an overall base on my lids. So I'm going to take my fluffy brush. This was a fluffy brush from Kylie. It doesn't have any numbers or any descriptions on it. All it says is Kylie. And it's a fluffy brush. So I'm just going to swirl this in my pan, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to hit this all over my lids, bringing it up to the brow bone. I'm going to go in with the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm going to go and take the shade Credit. I'm going to dip into Credit with the same brush that I used, the same Kylie brush. I'm just going to dip into Credit, and I'm going to place this right in my crease. We're just going to swirl this in circular motions. We're going to bring it down to our inner corner just a little bit. I'm going to go in with another blending brush. This is from Morphe, the M433 brush, and I'm just going to take this and blend out more of Credit. This is Credit, so that's what I'm taking in my crease, and I'm going to take that into my other eye. Situation is this one. I'm going to go in with her next, and I'm just going to put it on my finger, and I'm going to put it on all over my lid actually. Now I'm going to take that Kylie brush and I'm going to buff and blend out Situation with Credit. I'm going to go in with this tapered blending brush from Morphe. This is the M139 brush. She looks like this. And I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more of Credit. So I'm going to take that on this brush and I'm going to define that crease, bringing it down into the inner corner. Now I'm going to go in with a clean fluffy brush on Danger, that Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm going to just buff out those edges. Are we thinking trust issues or damn? I think we're going to do trust issues. So we're going to go in with trust issues, which is this one right here. So there's some product on here, and I'm going to take my MAC Watermelon Fix Plus. I'm just going to spray it. So I applied it to the center of my lid. I brought it up to the crease just a little bit. And I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I had Danger on. I'm just going to buff it out those edges. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. Do you see this right now? Now I'm going to do my brows and smoke out my bottom lash line, apply mascara, put some falsies, maybe I'll do a lip or maybe I'll come back and do a lip. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go finish these steps off camera and I will come right back. Okay, so I'm back from putting on lashes, smoking out my bottom lash line, applying my lip, putting on some highlighter. So let me tell you what I used really quick. To smoke out my bottom lash line, I used the shade Credit, which again was this one right here, this dark brown. And then I applied this purple liner from ColourPop. It is the shade Piggy Bank. She looks like this. I just broke it, but you know, that's all right. She looks like this. That is in my waterline. And then I put some highlighter from Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. Looks like this. Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. And I applied this in my inner corner and then I just dragged it up once again. So that's what the eyes look like. And then for a highlighter, I applied Kylie in the shade Queen Trip. She looks like this. And then I also applied the Artist Couture on top as well. I lined my lips in ColourPop BFF3. I applied the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. And then I also topped it off with Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Kim KW. And then I also applied a little bit of Quickie from Shayla X ColourPop. I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. She looks like this. And then I applied the Ardell Demi Wispies for lashes. The look is complete. Oh, and then I sprayed my face, of course, with the Watermelon Fix Plus. So there we have it. That is today's look. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I will upload next. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video. Okay, ow, it just got stuck in my finger. clearly I need to contour first. So that's not it. Oh, I hope it didn't break. I'm gonna eat some more chocolate pudding because who doesn't love chocolate pudding? Okay, we're good. Very stressful moment. So now that I have applied the bronzer, my debroken bronzer, then we look like we have been painted by Pablo Picasso. And you know what? I'm Pablo Picasso, so freaking stunning, okay? Hello, where was this palette my whole life?